Hey guys, I'm Shubhajit here from Digit, and I have with me a smartphone that, well, has been the industry's worst kept secret. Over the past few months, we have been covering countless leaks, hands-on videos. This phone, you know what phone this is already. This phone has been on sale even before it's launched in Hong Kong and a few other countries. The phone has been left in a lift cab by a Google employee, and the lift cab driver had a baller of a time playing around with the new phone. And after all that is done, at night tonight, the Pixel was launched, the Pixel 3 XL, and finally we have our hands on the new Pixel 3 XL. Now, we have shown you all our headlines that had run in our website for over the past few months, and you have a pretty good idea what the device is like. And I will say that most of the leaks and rumors that were there circulating on the internet is more or less true. But that's not all, you see. Google has kept a few secrets still about the Pixel 3 XL, and we will quickly take the box off and give you a rundown. So we had opened up the box because we couldn't keep our excitement on hold, and yeah, we have already set it up for you guys to have a quick peek. And while this is starting up, I will quickly give you a rundown of what comes in the box. This is where the tray is. This has all your documentation, a SIM card to remover tray, quick start guide. This is the USB Type-C fast charger that can supercharge the Pixel 3. It also has wireless charging this time. This is the Pixel USB-C earphones, and it does look like it looks pretty good, and it has some AI based capabilities like real-time language translation, but for me it looks a lot like the iPhone earpods with wings on top. Moving on, you have the USB Type-C cable and a dongle and another dongle. Well, yeah, there are too many dongles, but here is the phone. As you can see, the design is more or less quite similar, but there is a lot has changed. The biggest one here is the notch on top. Yes, even Google has managed to embrace the notch like most other Android phones that launched this year, and Google is using it to house two cameras up front, and the earpiece, it also doubles up as a front facing speaker. There are two speakers, so it gives a stereo sound setup, and one of the camera out here is a wide angle camera for a group selfie situation. At the back is still a single camera. Google is confident enough to continue with its single camera setup and relying heavily on its computational photography with HDR+. There is the fingerprint sensor as well. Now what has changed here is that the material this time is soft glass. There's Gorilla Glass 5 at the back, and that facilitates wireless charging. Pixel stand has come out as well with the launch of the Pixel 3 XL, and you can just place the phone up top on the Pixel stand and it will start charging wirelessly. Now inside the phone, this is Android 9 Pie out of the box, and you get all the features that Google announced for the Android 9 Pie update. But more than that, a few exclusive features in the Pixel 3 XL includes the Google Lens integration, where you simply have to point the camera and it will give you real-time suggestions. Now this one is not yet updated to the latest version, so I'm not able to show you the suggestions, but if you point out the point the camera to just about any object, you're going to see suggestions. If you have QR codes, it's going to scan them. If you point it towards plants and animals, it's going to identify and recognize them, and yeah, most so, and like that. There is also something in the camera called a top shot, where Google takes multiple images even before you press the shutter, and it's going to select the best one out of the lot using machine learning. Now there are the rear camera, again, if you are closely monitoring the specs, it is a 12 megapixel sensor, while up front is an 8 megapixel wide angle sensor and another 8 megapixel normal angle, like it's a normal, the usual front camera that you get. The wide angle has an aperture of f2.2 with a 97-degree wide field of view. Apart from that, at the back you have optical image stabilization. There is a flicker sensor that can help when you're shooting photos which has those, you know, those checked shirts where the photo quality really degrades when in the checkered parts. That's where the flicker sensor is going to help you. And it has f1.8 sensor, f1.8 aperture, and a 76-degree field of view. Yes, apart from that, it still has the pressure sensitive active edge detection. So the edges are pressure sensitive, and if you squeeze them, Google Assistant is going to come up and ask you what you want to do. The orange power button is retained from the white Pixel 2 XL variant that came out last year. But apart from that, it does look a lot like the Pixel 2 XL from last year, only this time there is a notch up top and quite a thick bezel down below. So this is the Pixel 2 XL. It has a 6.3-inch OLED panel with QHD plus resolution, 19:9 aspect ratio. The Snapdragon 845 is of course powering the phone, and you have 4 GB of RAM with 64 or 128 GB of storage. That's more or less all the hardware specification that you need to care about. Of course, there's a 3430 mAh battery that also fast charges and gives you around 7 hours of battery life with 15 minutes of charging. Yeah. So it has fast charge, it has wireless charging, it's right up there with the modern flagships. And yeah, it will find out how well the device perform in our in-depth review, which I'll be doing in a few days. Till then, if you have anything more to add on to it, if you have some suggestions about what to cover in the review, you can always let us know in the comments. And for more videos like this, do subscribe to Digit.in.